super fun live today. I'm very excited. We have a guest joining us. Oh, shocker. Did I lose my robe tie? I did. Gotta love that. But I'm super excited because we have a guest today. So I'm going to introduce you to Allisyn. Allisyn is a very important part of the LWYA team. And she's also Kim Gravel's sister. And she's super funny. I know a lot of you guys know her from her and Kim just being funny sisters together. And so she's going to join. And I think it's really fun because she has knowledge. She has actually behind the scenes knowledge of all of these products. And I'm super excited for her to share what she loves and what she does, and how she uses everything. Good morning. Also, this is your little segue into how content is made. So it's really important for this brand to see real women using these products together. And so you might see us show a product up close and how we use it and talk a little bit about it, because they want to take this and make it into little mini commercials or whatnot. So you get to be a part of the whole thing here. And so I'm going to bring Allisyn on in just a second. I don't know if she's here yet. Okay. Allisyn, I'll bring you on in just a second. And so we are going to feature the new full coverage foundation today, the black blush, hang on. I got all my tips and tricks out. And the other good news is there's two things that are going to happen. I didn't even ask. I just made the executive decision that we were going to do a giveaway. So if you commented on my post last night, someone's going to get a giveaway. And then also for today only, after the live, they are going to increase my code to 20% off for the day. And we love that. So I know a lot of you guys are very, very familiar with the Gone in a Swipe concealer, and the Gone in a Swipe concealer and foundation. But today we're going to use the newer ones. And I'm just going to grab one more thing, and then I'm going to bring on our friend. But I want to show you also, you guys know I'm such a sucker for an amazing brush. And I was so excited because LWYA has now come out with some brushes that make me super excited. So I'm going to grab those. All right. Are we ready? Are you guys ready to meet Allisyn? So Allisyn, just so you guys know, Allisyn and I have only kind of met virtually once when the brand just launched, and we didn't know each other. We did a little get together over on TikTok. I'm just putting my color corrector on. And so we don't really know each other that well. So we will do our best to answer all the questions as we go along. And then when we're done, I'll probably restart and come back with a hair video after Allisyn and I are done with makeup. So without further ado, I'll introduce you to my friend Allisyn. Instagram actually plays nice today. So I've been having so many. Good morning. I know. It's been I feel like it's been a year. You and I did one random TikTok live. That was it. And I kind of feel like this is the moment.
Listen, I feel like I know you already, girl. We're BFFs.
Well, see, let me tell you, you want to know what won me over and made me instantly adore you and Kim even more was when you guys did the reel of and you had to answer questions like who would be most likely in jail. Honestly, I'm not kidding, Allisyn. I peed my pants. It was so funny. So funny. So you guys meet Miss Allisyn.
Is my camera okay, y'all?
Yeah, you look great. You look great.
Okay.
So
I put on a lick of makeup because I knew we were doing
well,
it.
the only thing I did was my color corrector, just because I can't stand
look
it.
At this, y'all. I'm broke out. I mean, it's everything.
Where do you live?
I am in Georgia, honey.
Georgia. I'm so excited you're on the East Coast, though. East Coast. I feel like
I
Nobody's
know.
on these.
Well, here's the thing: is it's so windy today in Georgia, and I'm in one of my rooms, and
The
I can
worst.
hear the wind, like it's like, which is crazy for
Yeah.
here.
Well, it's funny. I started my day off saying, like, I'm very much the opposite of the world.
Yeah.
I thrive in doom and gloom. Like, I could live in a cave and be happy. But at a certain point, I get over, like, I also love the cold weather, but for it to be April 9th, I woke up this morning, first of all, yesterday felt like January here in New York. It was ridiculous. This morning, my car read 32 degrees and the winds are about 20 miles an hour.
Oh
It's
wow,
unacceptable.
wow.
It's unacceptable. Like, I've had it. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm
You're
over
over it.
it.
You're ready for
Over it.
spring.
I
You're
am.
ready
I
for
am.
spring.
And I don't even see, spring is like my least favorite time of year because you just don't know how to dress. You are sweating, you're freezing, you're wet, you're dry. Like, it's everything in
It is.
between. It drives me nuts.
It
Uh,
is. And listen, I'm gonna really quick turn on my air because I'm hot.
Go for it. Go for it. So, girls, if you're just joining, just so you know, after this live, LWYA is going to give me a code for 20% off for the day. Listen, I have no shame. I also decided that we were going to do a giveaway. I just kind of said, hey, we're going to do it. So stay tuned after, and I will give you all the details once everything is turned on. But Allisyn and I, just so you guys know, we're also going to take snips and clips of this to make some content. So you guys kind of get to see behind the scenes on how this stuff goes. And we're going to start with this amazing thing. I'm calling it the carpool caper. That's what I've just decided this morning. This is like that product you leave in your car when you don't feel like you can, when you drive someone somewhere really fast in the morning, you don't put any makeup on, you're like, doesn't matter, I'm not getting out of the car. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh snap, I got to get out of the car. And you look like a lunatic. Keep this in your car. And I'm going to show you why. But this stuff is the bee's knees. And it's also a primer. So we're going to use that. So also, I can't wait to tell you something I learned yesterday about LWI that I didn't know. But today we're going to do the new full coverage Skintastic foundation and the black blush everyone's talking about. We have the chameleon. We're going to also talk about, this is the OG. This is one of the starting products. We're going to talk about
Oh
this.
yeah.
And then we're also going to do the new concealer. I was just giving the girls a little snippet of what we're going to do today.
Absolutely. And sorry, I've got a house full of 8-year-old boys too. So y'all just have to deal with me.
How many boys do you have?
Well, I only have one, but they all the whole neighborhood spent the night over here.
Are you guys on spring break?
Oh, we're spring break, honey.
We're
We are
spring
spring break.
break. We're spring break next week. And then I just found out my daughter goes to a like a private school for high school. I just found out yesterday she's off for 2 weeks. I'm
Must
like,
be nice.
yeah, like
Well, back
I
to
love being
all
you.
everybody.
Yeah. All right. So I came up with a new name for the chameleon. I'm
What was
calling
it?
it the carpool caper. Because when you don't think you have to get out of the car and you have nothing on your face, and if you leave this in your car, then you cannot look like a lunatic when you have to get out of the car unexpectedly.
That is
That's what I'm calling
so
it.
fantastic. Because honestly, the chameleon, y'all, I'll show you this. It's 3-in-1 chameleon
It's
here.
amazing.
This has been my go-to in my carpool chronicles.
Yeah. Because I'm going to do it on one side of my face. So girls, you can use this as just like a base.
Watch
Like
this.
especially if you're a no makeup girl, but you can use this as a beautiful primer. So I don't know if you guys can see. This is one side of my face with it on, and then this is without. It's just like a filter that you keep in your cup holder. And you can
Uh-huh.
build it up too. It's one shade, and so it just like kind of adjusts to your face. It's so good. This sells out like every 10 minutes.
Yep, it's a good one. And listen, it's going to give you, and sorry for the sniffing, y'all, our allergies are bad too. We
Oh,
got
same
pollen.
here.
The pollen's crazy. But I will tell you, this is going to be that buildable kind of, you know, perfect starting point um, of your makeup, or it can just be your makeup for the day.
Totally.
I mean, it's one of those that evens out. And I'm going to show y'all. Y'all see that blemish? I'm going to go over that.
So I have like a stubborn red spot right here,
Uh-huh.
and you can absolutely like build more coverage. But I just love how it just makes you look even and blurred.
Uh-huh. I
And
love that.
and if you're a no makeup girl, honestly, you could have this, get yourself a bronzer stick, and get yourself a mascara, and you call it a day.
Yep.
Like
This is it.
easiest.
Well,
You'll look healthy and alive.
I think that's
I love it.
what we're going into spring. Excuse me, y'all. I'm going to have to now get a tissue because my nose is running. Good Lord.
Go for it.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I'm just going to show you guys up close. So, and you see how it has like a, it's a glowy finish without, I don't like this super glow where you can see me from space. I'm fully aware because sometimes a lot of these glowier products on a mature face kind of do us dirty. These, if you're new to LWYA, by the way, they were all created for the maturing woman in mind. So they're not going to have anything like stuck in fine lines and wrinkles. Elena, you use yours every morning. It's so freaking good. I think it's $32, and then today we're gonna have 20% off. So after this, I'll give you guys a code. But I love this stuff. I
Yeah,
think it's amazing.
it primes, it perfects,
Yeah, yeah, it's so good.
it
So
enhances. So
it
it's really
corrects.
got all of the.
Yeah, so you can see it has like a peachy, it's only one shade, and it just, there's not, hold on, I'm going to swatch it on like my very fair
Look at
arm. But you can see
that.
here, it's just, once you rub it in, it kind of just adjusts to your tone. So any skin tone can use this. It's just meant to filter you. It's amazing, but it's amazing, amazing, amazing as a makeup primer also. So if you're somebody who doesn't know like what to do for priming, this is a great little base to have
It
underneath.
is. And listen, it's made of good stuff. All of our stuff is cruelty free to animals. And we don't test it on animals and that kind of stuff. It's gonna have all these good like nutrients in it. It's creamy, it's blendable, it's everything you want, ladies, for like just a go look.
Yeah, and it's something I a lot of these products I use this I made up this word called purseability, but so many of the products are made for you to keep in your purse. Like the bronzer and the blush sticks, they all have these little brushes. By the
Brushes
way,
on the ends.
I was so excited when I figured out I thought I broke it, and then I found out that it pops out so you can wash it.
Well, here's the thing too. We're at a time now, Michelle. We were talking about spring. Spring has sprung, honey. Hits the pollen and the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, spring has sprung. There's sometimes like in my wardrobe, let me say, okay, because we also have an apparel line. Sometimes in my wardrobe, I like to make refreshes, spring refreshes.
Okay.
Like spring is a time for we know this, new growth, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a time for, of course, growing your anything, growing outside, growing inside, growing your apparel, growing your makeup, whatever. And sometimes you just need something that's going to put a little happiness into your
Yeah.
vibe.
I
And I
totally
feel like,
agree.
yeah, and here's what I feel like. I feel like makeup, I wear a ton of makeup. I mean, I do this for a living, so I have to. But I like to add little pieces. Sometimes I don't need everything.
Agree.
Okay. I don't like, we're going to show you some products here today. Maybe you don't need everything. And
Exactly.
that's okay. Do
Exactly.
maybe one little spring refresh on something. If you have never tried something that's kind of like this, the Chameleon 3-in-1, then this is going to be the one to try, maybe out of these products, because it's something new to you. Maybe you've not, you know what I'm saying,
I
Michelle? It's
totally
not,
agree. And
yeah,
I always try to tell people like there are so many women that I speak to in my community here, or even my friends in real life.
sure,
Let's say they were never makeup people. Okay, so who cares? Like if you want to try makeup today, it's not permanent. It washes off. It's just makeup. It's not that serious.
right.
Why wouldn't you why wouldn't you just give yourself an opportunity to feel a little better about yourself? If something is bothering you, go for it. Like it's just makeup. It's not that deep. And you can play with lots of different ways to apply. How you apply and how I apply is
Everybody.
different. And you do different things. Sometimes you make a mistake and that ends up being the best accident ever. It's like
Ever.
it's so fun.
Yeah,
All
I
right. So
love
what
that.
do you do next in your makeup routine? I'm gonna follow your routine.
Okay, so if we did like the chameleon color adapter, which is this, what we were talking about, the 3-in-1 chameleon color adapter, now I would go to my
Me
foundation.
too.
Now we have a couple of foundations, but today we're going to show you the Skintastic. Now the Skintastic foundation, okay, this one, excuse me, is the one that I use. I'm sorry, I've got this dark shadow over here, but this is the one that I use for definitely for on air, like when I'm going on TV. It is going to be that daily use foundation that feels like butter, baby. I mean, and it gives back to your skin. It's so wonderful, and the
Okay.
coverage,
The
girl, the
coverage is crazy.
coverage.
Okay. Can I just say, I'm so embarrassed to
What
admit this. I was yesterday years old when I found out that the bottom came off.
for your sponge?
Do you guys know that this is meant to
Your
hold
sponge.
your blender? Get the hell out of
Look
here.
at this.
That's that's amazing. Did anyone, I
Yes.
know some of you ladies here have this. Did you know that? I had no
I
idea.
love it.
No.
Look, we
Sorry.
added that in for free.
I love it. It's so fun. It's so fun. So what shade do you use?
I'm using the light, ladies. I'm
Okay,
using the
I'm going to
light.
use light
Okay, cool.
medium.
Cool. So here's what I'm gonna do. I use I okay, now Michelle does it different. She puts it on her hand. Y'all are about to watch me how I
Oh,
do it.
are you a,
Now watch.
there you go. All right,
On this
girls,
girl.
I'm going to do, this is going to be one pump on one side of my face. When I say this sucker is full coverage,
Mine's new, so I'm priming it. Sorry.
she's full coverage. So I'm going to show you guys how it looks on me. There's a really nice shade range here too.
Yeah, you've got deep colors. I mean, y'all go look at the shades. We've got all kinds of
I'm going
shades.
to use
Like to have a
this
light
guy.
medium is great because I'll wear the light medium, especially in summertime when I get a tan. I'll
You guys,
wear the
look at
light medium.
that one pump. Look at that coverage.
Look at this. And do you know how it feels? You know how some foundations feel so thick? Not this one. This one
Yeah,
feels so light and airy.
for a full coverage foundation, this feels extremely light. And I find this brush to be very satisfying.
Oh, I love that brush too. I use that for our other base that we have, our foundation. That's the stick.
But you guys, look. So, I mean, that's one pump, and that's a full coverage
Look
sucker
at that.
right there. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And also, like if you, that's mean you, if you want to use it, you know, you could take one pump and use it for a lighter coverage. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to use it as full coverage. Just because you're buying something that says full coverage doesn't mean you have to use it that
That's
way.
right.
So you can just use less and, you know, spread it out, blend it. But you guys, this is, watch, I'm doing this very satisfying brush.
Very, very buildable full coverage at that because
Definitely.
it's not so thick that you can't, build over this and still feel, like you don't have 7 pounds of
Right.
makeup on.
And I'm going to show you guys. So I'll show you the buildability because I have this very stubborn red spot. And some days it's more prevalent than others. So I can just take a little bit of that and just tap that. And you can really just,
Same with me right here with my blemish. Look, I just kind
yeah,
of,
it's like,
they go
it,
right away. Look. And I have
yeah,
dark
and,
circles. I'll do that. And we're going to show you the,
but I just want to show you guys how buildable this is because some days you want buildable, some days you don't.
right.
You know, some days you want a fuller or a lighter coverage. So I'll just go in actually with my
And
blender.
Michelle, some days you feel like a nut and some days you don't.
Enjoy has fun.
That's right.
But look at that, guys. Like this is awesome. It's such a good product. It is
Perfection.
perfection. All right, what do you do next, my friend?
Okay, so if we're going to the next, then I'm going to definitely do a brow. Now,
Oh, yes.
I already have a little brow. So I love our Take a Brow eye pencil. That's this.
This is one of the original LWYA launch products. And this to me, so just so you know, brows to me are annoying. I'm uninterested. I'm not excited about them. And I don't know what I'm doing. This is a very user-friendly eyebrow product. If you do not know what you're doing, you will love this.
Yeah, and the one reason why is, of course, it has a spoolie on one end, which is built
Yep.
in.
So you guys
But
can
look at this.
see the
Yeah,
tip.
look at
So
this.
It's an, hang on, let me get my influencer hand out. It has this really cool tip. So I'm going to use the shade taupe, and literally you just flick.
And I'm going to use the shade dark brown. Okay.
But
And
it,
I'm going to take that point. Watch this. I'm just going to build it in right over the
and
brow.
and what's cool is if you feel like your brow looks a little too makeupy, sorry, my hands are slippery. There's a spoolie on the end, and you could just flick right through it, and it'll make it look soft and
Look
natural.
at that, y'all.
It's so easy. These are so
Love it.
good.
Love, 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 love this. Excellent, excellent. Pulls your brows together.
It's so
I don't,
good.
I don't know if everybody knows. You want to start your brow right at the tip
See,
of your eye. You
she's
want that to be,
she's got all the tips here.
you're gonna want that to be even. And you're
And
gonna
then you can, you can fill in, I think it comes in 6 different shades. So that's the taupe. Did I bring another color up? Let me see. I bought 2 taupes. Taupe is what I use. My daughter stole this from me. She has one. She loves it. But it's really nice. Also, you guys, it stays all day. Like, it's not going to smudge. It's not going to get anywhere.
mm-mm.
This is it. Um, Hang on. Let me just see if
I just
any of
say
the girls here have
you're gonna get
questions.
you're gonna get precision definition with this. You're gonna get to build the brow that you want. If you with diverse, okay, with the gray hair, then I would go with our light color that Michelle's
The
using.
taupe.
Yep,
The
that's what
taupe
I
is
would do.
what's gonna, the taupe is like the most natural of the finish. Hold on, you guys. I'll swatch it on my hands so you can see. Because I feel like that's a perfect example. Would work really well for blondes if you're headed to a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of gray. This is just a natural finish in here.
And,
What color do you use,
and then
Allison?
this is the dark brown.
The
So as
dark
you're
brown.
seeing it there on my hand, that's what I filled in with the dark brown.
I love
Now
it.
we also have. Let
Oh,
me see if I've got another color here.
I know. I thought I
No, I
grabbed
just
2
got your
colors.
color. I've got your color and my color, and that's it.
I thought I grabbed
So,
2 colors, but I grabbed 2 taupes.
well, my darker haired ladies, you're going to want to use something a little darker to match the hair. So you're going to want to use like that medium to dark brown for sure. But I love this.
Excuse me. I think
This
there's like 5 different shades, but they're very flexible. I can also use the soft brown, like the lighter brown, the next shade after the taupe, and it looks really nice. I tend to go that way if I'm doing, like more evening makeup or like, like a fuller beat, as the
right,
children say.
right.
If I'm doing that, then I'll go like a little more extreme. But again, brows are my least favorite part of a makeup routine. So I just want something easy, something that doesn't make me feel like an idiot applying. Like, I don't feel like you need to know what you're doing to do that.
Bingo.
It's so easy. So easy. So what do
Yes.
you do next?
Okay, so now I like to put a little color. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody said so taupe would work for me when my brows are so light you can barely see them. Here's the thing, if they're that light, I would go with a taupe.
Yeah. And then also, if you
You don't
feel
want to
like
look
you,
like different.
right.
So
And then you could take the
yeah,
spoolie, start off slow, put it, maybe put a couple, like maybe do like 5 little quick strokes, take the spoolie, and do that to blend it, and then take a step back and see, like, do I want to add more, do I not want to add more? You always start out with less and you can always add. So but don't I think a lot of people don't understand the power of a spoolie, and a spoolie
fantastic.
can just, first of all, it's the most
It
magical
makes it
makeup
look
or
natural.
mascara. Yeah, and it
Now
makes it
I'm
look
wearing
natural.
Michelle Ledette. I am wearing the dark brown. You're asking. So dark brown is what I used.
Beautiful. Okay, so what do you do next?
All right, now I'm going. Excuse me, y'all. This pollen is
Go.
it's
Oh,
just bad out here in
we're all
Georgia.
friends, don't you
All right,
worry.
so look, we're going to now our what we call black
Black
blush.
blush. Now, do you use bronzer or no?
I do. I'm not doing it today just because it's
Okay.
not what something we were
So I'm
feeling.
going to put my bronzer on
Yeah.
while you talk a little
Okay.
bit about it, because I can't live without bronzer.
So black
So
blush, what is it? What do we do with it? Huh? You're probably like, what? So this is our LWYA black blush, what we're calling the black blush. Okay. To get into it, you basically just turn it and it pops open.
it's
Okay.
so cool.
And it is literally looks black. Look at that.
It's incredible. Hold on, girls. I'll show you mine so that you can see in different lighting. I know that several people struggled with understanding how to open it. So here it is. So, you know, you put it's pH
Balance.
activated. So when you put it on your hand, but it is going to shift to your pH.
Color.
So you'll see when I put it here is going to look different than when I put it on my face. So
Look at this. Yeah.
it's so
I love
pretty.
this. You want to talk about on the go.
Yeah,
You
and
want to talk about something to put into your spring makeup wardrobe that is great and
well,
easy. This is it.
I use that on my eyes and on my lips as well.
Because you can.
It's amazing. So so you guys can see so you see how it looks on Allison. I'm going to put it on me, right? And I'm just going to use my finger.
Love, love,
But it's
love.
like a natural, beautiful flush, and it's going to adjust to your skin tone, like what your skin should
Yeah.
have. I don't know the science behind it, but it sounds pretty
It
cool.
is pretty cool. And listen, I will tell you, to get into it, all you have to do is turn.
Yeah, you
And
twist and turn. So I'm going to put a little bit on my eyelids, but I always prep my eyelids with some concealer. So I love this. We're going to talk more about this concealer in a second, but I love this also to contour or prep my skin with. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on my eyes so I can put the black blush on my eyes as well and show you how pretty it is.
oh, happy to see you too, Phyllis. I'm going to be priming my concealer here. It's got some clicks you got to do till it pushes
It's
up.
so satisfying, isn't it, to get
I love it. I
that
love
first.
it. Look at that.
All right, so I'm just going to put this on I'm going to show you guys what the pink looks like on my lid. So I'm going to take that and I'm just going to tap it right there in the center. And then you can make a really easy little eyeshadow. And then I'll add some bronzer, and it's just the easiest little creamy eyeshadow look. Do you ever use it on your eyes, or are you
I do.
just on the
I use our shady sticks, but I'll use this too because it can just give you a brightness when you don't have anything else.
right? And then you guys, I'm obsessed with this double-ended brush. So I'll show you what I do. I take a little bit. You guys know, I mean, if you follow along here with me. Oh no! Hold on, we'll bring her back. But if you follow along with me, you know I love the bronzer stick. So hold on. We had some technical difficulties, I'm sure. Heather, well, let's ask Allison when she comes back on. No, none of these have SPF in them. But let's see. Okay, let's see if she's gonna come. I know she's gonna come back, so we'll see. Let's give it a second. You guys, I also busted out my LWYA liners. You don't see me use these a lot because I keep them in my purse because they're retractable. Ow, I just poked myself in the eye. Okay, hold on. I think this is her. Nope. All right, Allison, where are you at? We might have to restart. Hang on. All right, let's just give her a second. Just add a little bit of this down here. Is the twist concealer new? Yes. So that's more of a full coverage concealer. And that goes in line with the new, what do I call it? The new foundation. The liners are great. Everything I'm showing you right now is LWYA. Honestly, a lot of my LWYA stuff is always kept in my purse because it's so user friendly for on the go. So I keep my retractable liners in my pocketbook because then I don't have to carry hang on a second. Then I don't have to carry a sharpener. Okay, hang on a second here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Allison had a little emergency. Not emergency, everything's okay. I just checked my messages. We're gonna keep going and she'll join us when she can. Okay, so let's finish with this. Okay, so everything I'm doing is LWYA. I'm gonna hold on, let me look at some of these questions. All right. I am going to do a video for you that shows you the difference of the two foundations, but I want to show you today this. Okay, you guys see me use the concealer all the time. I also think, again, this is amazing for purseability. First of all, I love the little window in it that shows me how much product is left, but this is what I keep in my purse. Now, I like using the medium as a concealer. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to dot it here like that. It's a beautiful concealer. And you also see, sorry, my nose is running like a faucet today. You also see me use it. Look at that. It's great. Yeah, so this is really, this foundation is for a woman who wants like a little bit more of a fuller coverage. But again, you can do so much with it. But I love this concealer, and you'll see in a second, I also use it to, whatchamacallit, to contour with. So I'm just gonna let that sit for a second. And then just go over. I'm gonna add a little bit more of, you guys, I cannot stress enough how much I love this bronzer stick. It is so good. It's so good. So this is the shade, this is the Tahitian Tan. Hang on. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. This rivals like all of those viral trending. Um, this is in the rotation with my Rare Beauty. It's in the rotation with my LYS. It's beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Christine, what about fine lines? And then I'll take this. Okay, let's talk about, actually, let me do my powder first. And then we'll talk about, put my powder on here. And then I want to show you the mascara because the mascara is so good. And what I love about the concealer is that it doesn't, like, it's a very thin formula. Crystal, we have had a guest here. She just had to leave for a little bit of a situation at home. So she'll be back in a few minutes. So, all right, let me add a little bit more of the liner. She has little emergency with her kids. Okay. All right, let's do the mascara. Can I swatch the concealer like on my hand? Like, sure. So this is the medium. Oh no, that's the light. But I'll show you how I use this also as a contour. This is the medium. I think this is the medium. So that's the medium. I like the medium because it has a like a peachy undertone, a warm undertone, and I find that really helps in color correcting. And then the light medium, I don't know that I have the light medium in here. That's in my pocketbook. Um, I don't think I have that one in here. But I think I'm going to also add a little bit of liquid liner because I do think that LWYA has the best liquid liner. So I'm going to add a little liquid liner to my lid. is this the black or the brown? All right, so this is the liquid liner. So this is what I like about it. It has that felt tip point, but it does have some flexibility, so and structure at the same time. So you could do like a line like that, or you could go super thick, or like I do little dashes. So I'm going to just do little dashes at my lash line. It's like eyeliner for dummies. And just do little dashes, and you can't mess it up. Done. And then this eye I can't close by itself, so little dashes. Super simple. Patty, I don't use a specific color on my lids. It's just whatever one I grab. I don't really pay attention to which one I grab, if that's what you mean. I'm actually going to add a little bit. This is the WYA. Oh, wait. Oh, I haven't even showed you this. This is the highlight. Hold on. Let's put this on my lids. I'm going to show you this. So this is a highlighter. I'm running out of space. It's beautiful. It's like a golden color. Let's put this on my lids. Get a brush. Definitely. I mean, honestly, if you're going to get anything today, get the chameleon and get a perfume with that code. All right, I'm going to put that's so pretty. I should have put it on before my liner, but let's just do that. We'll use this to highlight with. Janie, I think it only ships to the US because it's still a newer launch. I think there's other issues with like the business behind getting shipping going. I don't really know the answer to that. I don't know that Allisyn would know the answer to that either. It's certainly not like anything against Canada by any means. I'm just going to make that a little thicker just for fun. Something different today. All right, let's get into this mascara because it's good. Tina, I'll talk to you guys about the perfume in a minute because it's the bee's knees and I love it. I do want to add a little bit of my powder bronzer just to help set what I have going on my face. I'm just going to add a little powder bronzer there. Okay. Mascara. Okay. This mascara is so good. This is a great mascara for somebody who wants a one coat and done. Hopefully she's coming back, and she had a bit of an emergency behind the scenes. She has a gaggle full of kids at her house, and there was someone crying. So, okay, so here is the brush. Okay, I'm not, so these are my lashes. They're long, they're light, but they're pretty straight. So let's get a stamp at the base like I always do, and then I'm going to pull it up. So this is a really great volumizing mascara. So this is going to be one coat on this side. Okay. It's so good. I didn't give the code yet because I don't know that it's active yet. And I don't want you to, it's going to be Michelle 20. I just don't know if it's active yet. And it's only for today. And then after that, it goes back to Michelle 15. Okay, so that's one coat. I'm going to go in with a second coat. It's a really, really good mascara. It's a super volumizing mascara. It's not a wet formula. It's a little bit drier in a good way. And I'll show you, I am making a mess on my lid, but I'll show you how I get rid of it. But again, it's just a you really don't need more than one coat. I'm doing two, but you really don't. I'm just going to do top mascara today, I think. And then I'll show you how I get rid of that. Oh, it is active. Okay, great. So then I'm going to show you how I use the concealer also. This is the contour I use every day, but I'm going to show you how I use the concealer to contour my face as well. So you could use like an LWYA bronzer stick to contour with. This is just my other one that I use every day. And let me show you how I do it. I'll show you where that that product comes into play. Where's my good brush? My coffee's almost broken. Hang on. Oh, here we go. So let me just do this. So, Christine, play with some of the techniques, like my stamping technique, because that tells your lashes where to lift. And I feel like how you apply can really make a difference. All right, so I'm going to show you. I'll just take this and I'm going to go underneath. Like that's a little bit light. I should have probably used the other one, but I'll show you what I do with this. And so any place I want to highlight or get a little lift, the concealer's, oh, I didn't do them under my lip. The concealer is a great way to do that. Let me just clear this off. And you see how it's great because you could be really precise. Oh, I know. And I got to reshare it. I had to take those slides down because all of a sudden my Instagram got like funky and it was like freezing. So I have to reshare those. But so that concealer really, really can do great. I love the little window. I know it's like, it's the little things, right? That make us so happy is the little window so you can see how much product you have left. Um, okay, let's do just a little powder blush also. I'm not an all cream girl, so I like to mix like a little bit of both. Get my blender. How cool is it though that, excuse me? What? What? Oh, gosh. What is wrong with people? Am I silicone and am I pregnant? Let's make it make sense. We got rid of them. Okay, and then what was I going to show you next? Oh, I want to use this highlight stick. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to put a little here, a little here, a little glow here. Again, mature skin friendly. Like you're not going to look like an idiot. So pretty. This is the shade. I gotta keep this up here. Like you know when things are like out of sight? I gotta keep this in sight. This is the champagne. I think it comes in one more color, like a rose gold, but this is really, really pretty. And then, all right, hang on, just a sec. Let's do some lips. But it's a very like, I mean, this is with the full coverage foundation, and I don't even feel like it looks super makeup-y. Okay, let's do some lips. So I don't, all right, I want to show you this. So this is their new, it's called Kisses Fixer, and it's a lip liner pen, like it's a pencil, like it's also a lip liner. All right, and you guys know I'm not a big pink girl, and I feel very out of sorts with pink. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to use a little bit of my brown eyeliner, and I'm going to just kind of creep that there, and then I'll go in over it. So this is the shade Blushing Petal. So that's what it looks like. And you can use this as a liner, or I'm sorry, my nose is so runny today. I'm so sorry. Or you can fill in your whole lip. And you guys know this is so out of my comfort zone. The pink. But there is a lip crayon that I am in love with called Caramelicious. So this is the one I love the most. So this is like a lip crayon, and I love it. So I'm going to go over it with that. And then what I think is really pretty is if you took a little bit of the highlighter, tap that in the center. Thanks, Gail. And then go over it with one of the Hydra Kiss lip glosses. These smell like caramel. This is the shade Sweet Peony. These lip glosses are very, like, not sticky. So I'll show you what they swatch like. But there's nice pigment in it. So, there we go. And so this is just an easy. So one of the things to know about LWYA is they created the brand with maturing women in mind. So when they can, they are very cognizant of skincare being involved in it. But they're all developed for women that are, having changes in their faces. And that's the whole Sweet Peony is the color. Michelle, may I ask what the roller stuff thingy use? Oh, that's from Plant Apothecary. It's on the Plant Apothecary website. It's a cortisol roller. It's called Cura. It's amazing. Is the gloss thick or thin? I would say it's thin. Like it doesn't feel thick at all, if that's your question. Also, I want to point out one other thing. Start using your products in more than one way. Don't be afraid. You can change the whole thing real quick. So pretty. I love these. So in terms of lip products, they have so many. So this is the butter lipstick. I also love the original ones. This is not the color I reach for all the time, but this is one of their original colors. If you're a pink girl, you will like that. It does blend out beautifully, 100%. I'm 72 years old. I've been using LWI several months. Best makeup has looked in years. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, and this is easy, easy, breezy. And then I'll show you over at the window. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll go and show you this over at the window so you can see the finish. And then I think I'm going to come back in like 10 minutes and we'll do some hair, just different. I'm so sorry. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see. No, I'm so sorry. Allisyn had to leave us, but you know, life happens. Also there, I think you can still get the minis. Um, the code is going to be Michelle20. I will put a link on my page, but just, oh, we didn't talk about the perfume. Hold on. Let's talk about the perfume. There are three perfumes, these two, and then there is the pink. Tenacity and Vivacity are my amazing. So this one, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. So this, out of all of the fragrances, I almost feel like this one could be unisex. It smells like a clean shower. It's incredible. But Vivacity, you guys are sick of me describing it. This is the way I describe this. Imagine taking a shower during a rainy sun shower in a lemon field with clementines and grapefruits dancing around you. That's what this is. Lisa says Vivacity is amazing. I'm not kidding. And then if you layer this and this, you will have people asking you, like, what are you wearing? It's incredible. So they also sell, the price is really good on the big bottles. Like, I would say go for it. But they also have this size. And then they have like a little mini set that you can, like mini to sample. I promise you, it's incredible. So Audacity is the pink, and that's a little bit more floral. So the best way I would describe that one is if you love the smell of like Estee Lauder Beautiful, it's a little bit more floral, a little bit more intense. That would be Audacity. The Tenacity, that to me is one that leans a little more unisex. This leans like clean, shower, fresh scent. And then you get the Vivacity. And this, you have to like the smell of like lemongrass. This and this, incredible. Absolutely incredible. I have finished like 6 of these. They're so beautiful. Okay, so let's go over to the window and I'm going to show you what this makeup looks like at the window. Oh, why is my magnet was just pretty intense. And again, I'm so sorry that Allisyn had to leave. Okay, so this is what we're looking like in front of the window. There we go. It's so pretty. It's like very fresh. Especially for a full coverage. I'm sorry that my nose is so ready. Especially for a full coverage foundation, to be able to look fresh is incredible. So you have 20% off today. Go and treat yourself. I would get, if I were to buy 3 items today from LWYA, I would buy 100% a perfume, 100% the 3-in-1 chameleon, and 100% the bronzer stick. Those are my 3 favorite products. And then probably the Crank concealer, because I use that for so many little details. But specifically, I love keeping one in my purse. So if I need to do like a little touch up or something, I can use that as foundation. I can use it as concealer. I can use it, I can use it with my finger. It has a great applicator. Um, there's so many things about this brand that just make you feel good about yourself, And I love how many of you guys really love it as well. And look at me rocking a pink lip. So, okay, I'm going to end this and then I'll be back in like 15 minutes and we'll play with the hair tool and we'll chit chat and catch up. But I'll see you in a little bit. And thanks again. And I'm sorry. Hopefully Allisyn and I can get this back on the schedule again, and finish what we started. But we're still going to do a giveaway and we still have 20% off. So I will let you know who wins the giveaway later and we'll figure it out from there. I will see you later.